Hello, beautiful Libra. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, I am Divine Light, and today we're going to start by pulling some symbols first. This is your reading for next 6 months about material stuff, money, career, and success. We have a firefly showing up here for you. Firefly can represent, actually, I feel like these symbols are going to show you which energies you should be embodying. Firefly is a flying creature here, so it means that you need to see things from a higher perspective. Another thing is they generate light, guys. You can watch their dance in the darkness. This means that you need to really start flowing in the darkness. You need to show your light, shine your light, and maybe if you're hesitant about showing your true nature, you need to overcome that as well. This is, you are going to be an inspiration for others, and you're also going to, the more you become authentically yourself during this 6 months, I feel like this is going to also attract to you more material satisfaction. We have dolphin here. Dolphin is all about playfulness. So, and also community. Make sure that you're being playful with everything you touch and everything you do. And also, if there is a community forming around you, make sure to nurture that. Another thing here, maybe you need to also step inside of a community that is compatible with what you want to do in life. We have crocodile here. This is about strategy. So, like I said, being playful, being also visible is good, but you also need to have a plan of adaptation, okay, to the environmental changes, or maybe a saving plan or business plan if this is an idea of a business you have. Crocodile represents that, and B is hard work, okay. It also symbolizes community here, surrounding yourself with like-minded people, okay. If you haven't already, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up, by the way, and if you go on to enjoy this message, comment down below, let me know. I truly appreciate every single comment, and hit subscribe if you want to see more of these. I see here, this is on the 5th month timeline, kind of looks like a champagne glass. Some of you might be really starting to celebrate, or celebrating a victory here. I see someone sending a bird, holding a bird in their hand. I feel like when you succeed, you're gonna be on demand. There's gonna be a big demand for you. Someone might be actually sending you some news when you get that champagne glass and start enjoying your creations. What's important about that is, before it comes forward, I see that you're gonna go from some trials and tribulations, but they're not really in the massive scale. We see here tears of joy, a new cup appearing. This can be a cup that you're offering, maybe something that you're creating, or this can be your efforts initially. That's why I feel like the firefly is about shining your light, becoming visible, putting yourself out there. Initially, you might have here an invisible force pushing things forward. This means that you might not see anything moving. And this tells me bees also like the yellow colors, the dolphin's playfulness and fun, being focused on the joy. And fun symbolizes, even if you don't see a result of your action, immediate results, you need to keep moving forward and maybe even start doing the things that gives you joy. Another thing here is, we're so programmed to think that we need to do certain things in order to get certain amount of money in order to succeed in some things. But I feel like here, this is just a lie that we have been fed to you. When you do the things you love, that actually makes you shine brighter, and that doesn't feel like work at the end of the day. Like the bees making honey, going out there collecting pollen doesn't feel like work to them. They do it diligently because they love it, okay? I feel like they have, even though we don't believe that animal kingdom has any love, some of the people, they claim that. They're just mechanical, they're just doing their duty. Because I have so many cats, I know that they know what love is. Okay, they love catching a mouse, for example. They love it. They love catching a bug. They're so happy. You can see them, like they become so happy when they see something they can play with. So playfulness in our nature, and I feel like in your nature this month is going to be important to move you towards your highest good and maybe an income. I see here there's a tree top planting is starting to grow. If you haven't planted a tree, maybe you start to plant it right now. This can be an investment. This is not really an investment advice because I don't know which kind of investments really work too much. But I feel like this can be a self-investment as well because Libra, you're on the intellectual side of the zodiac. So maybe some things that you're investing right now, that's a strategy. Information that you're gathering or applications that you will do for maybe a certain, certain things are going to work out in a way that you can turn that into your bread and butter. Okay, that's why this tree is growing really big. It has a kind of like a fish under it too. Fish can symbolize money and resources. Another thing I see here is this is actually first 3 months time that you plant the seeds, not right away. The third month, maybe you are planting, the tree is growing. And then I see somebody swimming under the water. You can see the tail of the mermaid here. Mermaids, mermen, they can symbolize, yes, they're known as mythological creatures. But you're seeing this, I feel like something you think is not really possible within the third month, 3 months from now, can become possible for you, accessible for you. Like you're swimming in the water of emotion of that, like satisfaction. Okay, I kind of feel this water can be something like healing water for you. Maybe you're gonna go to some place that you can dip into the water. It can also be like a really emotional satisfaction you're going to feel through the success of this tree's fruit that you're collecting. Okay, I told you there's a pathway opening within the 4th month. The 5th month, there's a fire burning, something that you're passionate about is going to become maybe the focus. And then the champagne glass is a celebration, the result. And then I see here the 6th month, I told you, you can see someone with a square head, kind of has a gem on top of his head. This can be someone also, even though they have like a square head, meaning they have a limitation on their thought pattern, they might also have heightened intuition without realizing that they might have a power to connect to the future. And they're sending you some news. Maybe your success is going to attract their attention too. That can be that way working out too. And that's going to lead you towards a new pathway here. So maybe about money, career, there's a new pathway will be waiting for you at the end of the 6th month. I feel like some of you might be creating a passive income source for yourself that will give you the freedom. I see letter A, maybe to go to a place, move to a place, or apply to a company that has letter A in it, or pursue something that has letter A in it. And there's going to be also someone supportive or like coming with an offer when you focus to make this happen. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. I see there's a tears of joy, a good news. Something is moving. You can see here real quickly coming forward. I see small chunks of money within the first 3 months, especially first 2 months coming forward. This can be small gifts or incomes or maybe sales happening if you have like a small business. I see a boot here. Some of you might actually want to put the boots on, get your hands dirty, get into the field. If you haven't already, maybe you are playing the game from outside. This is just giving me the vibes of maybe you're trying to sell things online without seeing people or interacting them. The boot can symbolize taking yourself out there, maybe going to a store, if you have a product, putting your product out there. It can be like maybe you're working remotely from home, deciding to go back to the office and see what's happening in the scene. Like I see there's someone really, these are not really coffee grounds, but the shape, kind of the mouth and the nose and the eyes kind of reminds me of a stoic male figure. Maybe you are actually tapping into that King of Swords energy here and being really stoic with like being strategic with what you're going to do next with the money. Okay, that's what the crocodile energy too. Fun and work is good, being hardworking, but strategy is going to be also important during this timeline. We're going to see where you are when it comes to money issues and then where you're heading. Seems like Ace of Worlds is success. Ace of Pentacles, guys. There are many worlds in front of you here that you can, what you're planting, you see here growing. What you're planting is growing in the earth. So you can do any grounding activity. By the way, if this is about talking to a tree, touching a tree and telling them to bring you what you desire, maybe you should do that if you have belief regarding those kind of metaphysical powers. Or if this is about sending as much as resume as you can, applying and talking to people, forming connections, maybe a little bit in an aggressive way, but maybe with a little bit a dolphin's way. Dolphins tend to be a little bit too much of a playful time to time. Another thing here with the dolphins, I think they have a healing power as well. Some experiments accepted, some do not, but they have seen that the people who interact with the dolphins, when they have certain type of sicknesses, it's been seen that they got healed from it. So that's why I feel like you might be the dolphin here, that you use that energy to profit or maybe help others so it can bring profit to you. Or it can be maybe connecting yourself with those kind of healing energies that will connect you with the idea of success, how you're going to achieve success when it comes to money. Two of Cups is your heart's desire, your wish fulfillment, and give and take, equal give and take here. So this is about, again, what you put out is what you get back. So your energy is important at this time. Seems like there's like a new financial endeavor going to come in front of you, but this is going to be your heart's desire, something really desirable, but you need to put the energy into. In the original Two of Cups, we see a woman and a man, they're exchanging cups. So it's not really one of them is taking the cup and running away. It's about like staying there. This doesn't mean put up with the things that are not really aligned with you. Okay, this is aligned with you, but it will also require your participation. Okay. We have Four of Wands. Wow. Okay. This is amazing, guys. This is celebration. This is freedom. This is victory. You see here the black fist right there. It is, are these camels? Maybe llamas. Llamas is a great symbol of resilience because they are really resilient too. I actually watched the other day a camel and a llama, they were fighting, and I think the camel wasn't that big and the llama is not that big either. Or a goat and a llama. They're fighting like the llama is so resilient and so aggressive. And so cute at the same time. Kind of reminds me like four llamas here. It's a Four of Wands. It's maybe you need to embody a little bit of that energy as well, Libra. You're a gentle and intellectual soul most of the time, but sometimes that fire needs to come out. This doesn't have to be, like I said, in an aggressive way, like a llama spitting it on everyone. It's about you have a beautiful light that if anyone tries to take it away or, put a cover up above it, you need to just push it off, okay? You should just say, you know what, I'm going to shine my light. That's going to be a moment of victory and also closure of a cycle for you. Maybe there was a time that your power has been taken away from you, but this time, if you did keep embodying the llama energy, you're going to actually keep shining that light. The situation is going to play out in a way. Ten of Crystals, Ten of Swords. Something is ending. I feel like end of an era can feel a little bit nostalgic, but I don't feel this is going to feel sad because you like this one, because this is going to bring 9 of Cups, 9 different cups, 9 different cocktails looking beautiful and delicious. These ones especially. So it seems like here it is going to bring a lot of satisfaction to you. So you're not going to mourn about this situation coming to an end, because it is maybe this coming to an end, you actually shining your light powerfully, claiming your freedom. That is going to end maybe a situation that has been prolonged for a long time, but it is going to bring you satisfaction, okay? Another thing we have, Three of Cups is celebration. It's not only that, you're also going to come together with your loved ones and beautiful friends. I think I had one of these when I was growing up in my in our family aquarium. So these are kind of like angelfish. I'm not 100% sure, but this is angelic energy also surrounding you. Maybe these are like really angel form humans surrounding you and celebrating this situation ending and the satisfaction and celebration coming. We have how it's going to play out. It seems like after the celebration, Sage of Pentacles here, that you're going to start to put some energies into. You're going to start to strategize and slowly start planting new seeds and creating crops for yourself. So think of it that way. It's in a way that maybe you get a promotion. Somebody's trying to block it, but you speak your mind and you get your promotion. This is your wish fulfillment. You're celebrating with your loved one. And also start to paving the way for the next promotion. Okay, and keep showing your light brighter and coming up. I told you maybe a new education opportunity coming that is going to get you to where you want to go, or another promotion is going to bring faster. You're working on that, which will bring your heart's desire, wish fulfillment, ecstasy, a new beginning, a new emotional adventure, also new something that will, an offer will showing up when you do that. And Child of Crystals, this is actually the Page of Swords, which the situation play out in a way that the logic dictates, okay? It's going to be working for your highest truth, whatever is your highest good, everything is going to be aligning with that, and everything is going to be working with the best way possible for you, okay? Whatever the best outcome for you. Let's see what the Oracle has to say. Sage of Worlds is Knight of Pentacles. This is Page of Swords energy. Knight of Pentacles is planting your seeds very carefully and collecting the crops and repeating the cycle. But every cycle that you repeat is going to bring material satisfaction. Ace of Cups means that the situation is going to play out in a very satisfying way and maybe even going to bring new satisfying adventures. And Child of Crystals is your strategizing again and trying to figure out the formula so you can keep repeating it, okay? Formula can be emotional formula. When you feel good, you receive this. When you feel bad, this goes away. Maybe that's what it is. Or it can be a literal strategy of gaining something, earning something, okay? Let's see the Oracle now. Dark thoughts. I feel like the dark thoughts are gonna either way gonna show up like negative thinking. Your job here, instead of dwelling on the dark thoughts and like I feel number 3 is like the 3rd month timeline. You might have some dark thoughts. Maybe you're not going to see where you're heading. The labyrinth is dark, but dark thoughts can form that dark labyrinth as well. That's why Crocodile comes forward here about strategy, building a strategy, being cold-blooded. Basically, if you see some things are going south, and if you go with that energy, you'll go south as well. That's why you need to control your conscious energies there, okay? Don't walk into maybe the labyrinth. We have a decrease here. A cycle of decrease might be causing this dark thoughts, but sometimes you need to decrease certain things in order to gain other stuff, okay? Decrease can be a time that maybe like there's a pause in your growth process, which can happen because sometimes we see that kind of pause in the growth process as a decrease as well. During this time, the best thing you can do is declutter, guys. Whatever is stuffing your house, your environment, your mind, your body, make sure that you're having those cleaning out so you can open up more space for things to come, okay? This decrease is a cycle. Cycles always change, and this is going to be for, I see the number 4, it's coming. Maybe the 4th month, you're going to have like a short decrease. It's about paying attention when it comes, being ready, being prepared, okay? We have a transformation coming, and after that, number 5, right away there's a transformation coming, and there's sometimes negative things happen, so it pushes you towards coming up with a bright idea. That's why maybe the cycle is actually bringing some decrease, so you can see how you can transform the situation here, okay? That can be something that is bringing the solution, an upgrade. We have Death card, which is not from this deck. This is from there. I feel like this is the end of the dark thoughts and the decrease here. And let's see what we have. Fragmented energy. Fragmented energy is important here because it seems like when you have, okay, I want to see what else we have here. You might feel distracted when the transformation happens. This can be really massive changes coming into your life that can really create this kind of like an ADHD moment, okay? That you feel distracted all the time. You don't have the energy, you cannot find the energy to focus on the things you desire. What you can do in this moment is ask for family, friends, and guides, spiritual guides, to guide you, show you the right milestone, show you the next step, or maybe advise with someone knowledgeable, someone who has also a milestone in their life, so they can guide you towards the right direction. Okay, let's see the final message here. What else you can do during this timeline? Purpose. This kind of reminds me of Dali's clock painting. Purpose is important, and reminding yourself all the time why you started this journey, okay? Because the life journey is all about like living the human experiences. I know when you are in fight, flight, or freeze mode, it becomes really hard to see that this is a human experience. We're going through a journey. But when you have a purpose, and the purpose is not really a material thing, the purpose is serving humanity, serving animals, service. When the purpose is service, basically, it actually brings the rest of the abundance with it. Okay, that's why focusing on the purpose, focusing on the message you want to put out there is much more important. Okay. All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos right here for you to enjoy. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.